like, I need something else before I go to bed kind of thing. And even though I'm trying to go to bed early, it's not working, so I'm still just like waking up at 7 o'clock in the morning anyways. Tomorrow, so my biggest problem is that I'm waking up and then I'm not getting out of bed because I'm like, oh, I don't actually have to like do anything. Not true. I do have stuff I have to get done. I don't know why my brain is just like remaining lazy. It's very frustrating. I kind of don't want to get up until 10, and like that's not a good. It's so cute. Sorry, I saw this little Gastrodon sea slug thing. It looks so cute. Gosh, that's loud. But yeah, I wake up at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I don't really want to get up. Like, it's fine. And then I just decide, oh, okay, I'll go ahead and do some work. With the status. Ooh. Whew, okay. Let's do that. But yeah, I'm like, I don't really want to wake up, and that's not good. So I think what I might do, I do have stuff I need to get done tomorrow, but the stuff is like kind of in the afternoon. Like, I have a car appointment, but the car appointment isn't until 2. Cure target of elemental resistance status that restores 10 HP. Okay. Do I have to equip that? I don't remember. I think I do. Okay, it's already equipped. Okay. But yeah, I was like, I don't know where I'm going. Where am I going? Am I going left or right? I don't remember. Words. What are words? So yeah, I think what I might do.
Don't hold back.
So my appointment is at 2. So I want to leave here at least before 1. So let's say I get done at noon. That gives me enough time in the morning to get stuff done. Because, like, let's say I wake up at 8 o'clock. Okay, it's 4 hours from 8 to noon. That's a lot of time to get stuff done. Sharpness. Adds value of roll to target's attack for 3 turns. Oh, okay, so she becomes a buffer, so you would get that to your MC. Okay. Is that automatically equipped on her? I'm not sure if it is. Let's see. Okay, we get 4 equipped automatically. Okay. So it's stuff like that where like
Ahoy, matey.
What do you say? Where I'm like, I'm cozy being a potato.
You spot something blown into the sky from a whale's spout. It looks like it might fall this way, but it's hard to make out with the sun behind it.
Catch it in your arms.
You open your arms wide, and what should fall into them but a monster. It bares its fangs, ready to take a bite out of you. You have a battle on your hands.
I love that. That's cute. So what I'm thinking I might do is I will wake up, right? Ideally, I'll wake up, make myself actually get out of bed. And then I'll go ahead and, I did not see how much her thing was. Was it 3? Because I'm thinking what we could do is we could either do a little bit in Genshin for like, I'm thinking an hour or so, do like an hour thing in Genshin, or do like an hour thing here, because Genshin we have all these quests and stuff to get done now. So there is that we have to take care of as well. It's so loud when it hits. It's so fun. But that's kind of what I'm thinking, is we'll go ahead and do either this or Genshin in the morning. Because I don't need to do a whole lot. And like we won't go too long because I need to get work done.
Next time it would be good to get a better look before acting, you think to yourself.
I mean, yeah, kinda.
I don't know what it is, but there's just something so relaxing about this.
I like that. Okay. Back over here. I don't know what direction we're supposed to be going. I gotta be honest. I don't... There's a hint button, isn't there? I think there's a hint button. Ow. I can't wait to go to the grocery store. I did not realize... So I found out... I forget if I told you guys this. I found out that highly processed foods will lead to inflammation in scoliosis, which I have. So I have like Milano's cookies and the Costco cookies and the butter cookies from Costco did this too. So like I'll eat more than one cookie, and whenever I do, it will cause inflammation to happen. And ginger is one of the things that helps with inflammation. So I have ginger, basically like tea that I've been eating, and I am basically all out of it. I think I've got like 2. I'm on the second to the last pack, and then I have 1 pack after that. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. So I'm a little concerned about that. Luckily I know where it is, whereas like last time I had the box and it lasted me basically years because I never needed to consume it. It does a really low amount. It does a lot of hits, but a lot low damage each time. So yeah. We're getting levels. Okay, where's the hint button? X. Triangle. Venture south of Omega and search for the Isle's entrance. Okay, south of Omega.
Ah, the great open sea. Who's... Whirlpools are a common occurrence in this area of the sea. It doesn't seem like your ship is capable of crossing them.
That's a great idea, to like bar someone's path is give whirlpools. Okay, I like that. How big is this map? Okay, it does eventually. I don't think I looked at the map last time. Not like this anyways, but we were mostly on like a single bit of land too, so. I love these upside down cards because like it encourages me to flip them over to see what they are, you know? I just want to know. I gotta know. It's so so loud. I love it. We did Pokemon today. Pokemon went really well. Someone I met at Magic the Gathering on Thursday, she takes her son to Magic, and they sit and they'll play Pokemon and stuff as well. And so we were talking, we're like, well, you could just bring your Pokemon stuff to the Magic. And I'm like, okay, I don't mind. What will you do? We're gonna hit it with our sword.
You hurriedly draw your sword and strike the falling object. It turns out, it was a monster. The blow you struck has it disoriented. It immediately dives back into the sea and swims away, leaving behind a scattering of coins.
Okay, so I get coins but not experience points. Interesting. Okay. Are we at the island? Might be. Hang on. Oh no, I guess not. We're just... Oh, hello. What's this?
You discover a shipwreck. You climb aboard and begin searching for anything useful.
Water stay ring. Oh, cool.
When you return to your vessel, the shipwreck sinks silently into the sea.
Okay. That's nifty. I like that. Okay. We want to go to equipment. Main boy. This gives me +1 instead of +2, but it protects against water. So let's go ahead and do that. Oops. And let's go ahead and give her the ring. Okay. Nice. Ah! Oh! What was that? That looked like an item. We're gonna catch it.
You open your arms wide to catch some sort of item.
Yes!
You gladly accept it as a gift from heaven.
I love this. Is so silly. I love this. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Set south of Omega, so we must be like in the area of it, perhaps? I don't know how close the islands are to each other.
Show them what you got.
Oh, I should have attacked the ball on the other side. It's fine. Oh, I totally should have. Darn it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Do you have any other attack? No. I kind of am looking forward to being able to replace Locke because he doesn't seem helpful, I guess is the word. I don't know how those rolls work out, honestly, because, like, that was 1-1 and, like, 4, wasn't it? So, like, how did I do 4-2-2? Is it, like, plus? No, because then why did the other one do, like, A self-heal for my main character? Oh, that's so nice. Love that. Must be nearing the island. Enemy. I'm sure that someone would be tired of the like the load in and load out transition of battles, but for me it's perfectly fine because it kind of like it adds to the immersion effect and it's very well done.
Fortune favors the
also
bold.
faster than Chris Tales was. Just saying. God, I don't know if I could ever put up with Chris Tales a second time. I was thinking about going into like the DLC area. And I honestly don't know if I could put up with those load screens for the battles. hope that they're faster on like the PC, but the demo apparently was a temporary thing. So like you can't grab the demo like on Steam to see if it was just a temporary thing, or to see like what the load screens are on Steam. And I'm like, I know that you can buy the game and then return it kind of thing. Like I understand that aspect if you've played less than 2 hours.
A large chest floats in the water before you, no more than an arm's length away. You take hold of the chest and pull it aboard. When you do, the lid springs open and a glimmer catches your eye. You take a closer look at the glinting objects. Though corroded by seawater, they're undoubtedly coins.
This reminds me so much of Wind Waker. It makes me want to play Wind Waker so badly. We have a save file of Wind Waker going, don't we, actually, come to think of it. Okay, where is this island? Because they said go south of Omega. I've gone south of Omega. Do I need to go, like, southwest? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? I don't know. Whirlpools. Okay. What was that? I have no idea what that was. It didn't look like a monster.
You open your arms wide, and into them falls a fish. It's a fat, tasty-looking fish. Your companion's stomachs growl at the sight of it.
A common fish found all over the ocean, can be prepared and enjoyed in many ways.
Recalling it's about time to eat, you deftly prepare it and share a friendly meal.
Wait, does this heal me? It heals me! That's so cool! Love it. Okay. I was just gonna say, are the whirlpools blocking the way to the island? Or am I able to get around them at this point? Because, like, maybe I'm not supposed to go southeast, maybe I'm supposed to go southwest? I don't think we've run into this frog before. No, I think... I don't know if we've had... Not entirely sure. But yeah, I'm waffling on like if I want to do Genshin in the morning or if I just want to do this in the morning. I kind of am thinking this, because this game feels easier to pop in and out of, if that makes sense. And not like I'm tired of Genshin or anything. I think I just... Okay, that's potentially just like a wall. Let me go up one more. Oops, this one. Yep, okay. So we can't go, there's a very high chance we can't go that way. So that means the island might be over here. So let's try this one. There's, what, land? What is that? Hold on. I want to see what that is. What is that? Those are not ocean cards. What are they?
And fight.
Christ. I love the sound effects. They're so over the top. I love it. But yeah, Pokemon went fantastic. We had new person and their child show up, and they were super nice. No stress or anything. Like, it was a really stress-free environment. Her kid knew the game pretty well. He must have been like 8-ish, somewhere. I'm so bad at like guessing someone's age. I should ask next time. He was short. He was younger than the regular kids. So the regular kids that show up are, I think they're all 10 or 11 now. What is this? Oh, I can't, Aha! Okay, there we go. Hold on. Oh, wait, do we just, like... Your party makes land.
You cross the sea and arrive at the South Isle.
Oh, it's an instance map.
On the South Isle, you will hear the tale of a maiden in blue.
Weigh anchor at the South Isle and begin the tale of the Azure Maiden. Sure.
Very well then. Prepare to go ashore.
Okay, I understand how the map is designed now. That's a lot of open ocean then. Interesting.
Bright rays of sunlight beam down onto the warm South Isle. Something about the place reminds you of the refreshing cool of the ocean.
God, this game's art is so frickin' pretty. I love it.
After weighing anchor and docking your ship at the pier, you go ashore. Utterly exhausted from hours at the helm, you stretch your legs for a moment, then open up your map. Once you have your heading, you and the others make for the village of Coveton in the south.
One thing that I really love about this usage of their cards and the hollow foil on them is like the Bon Vent doesn't have any hollow details to it. And then you look at our main character and our maiden character, and they both have a ring around them that's gold. And so you can see that, like, the way the lamp, like the lamp that's coming from above, because this game's played on a table with cards, is creating a light effect on the hollow, but only like the part of the hollow that's like the card that's close to the light, like the way the glint works. I don't know how they did it with the way the light source is, but it works really well. And then like around the title here, Baron, that's my main character's name is Baron. So you can see that like on the left side is the gold hollow tinting, and then on the right, it's not being hit by the light, so it's not gold. I love it. Venture south of the South Isle Pier and visit the nearby village.
Okay, now let's go.
I will say whoever is voicing this game sounds just as enthusiastic as Todd Haberkorn from the first one. And the only reason I know it was Todd Haberkorn is because like I recognized his voice immediately, and I just happened to know the voice actor's name. 4.
The bizarre rock transformed into an aqua rock. The only way out of this fight is through it.
I mean, maybe this is Todd and he's like adjusted his voice, but I don't think it is. It sounds like a different person. Oh, baby, 10, you're so dead. Or not. I dislike that. It's like, see how the card is moving across?
Excellent.
The hollows are adjusting as they move. I love it. Also, we're early enough in the game that we don't really need to count our gems, if that makes sense.
Good work.
I like my first step onto land, I hit a rock that explodes. Love it. Oh, that's cool. What's this?
This must be a stela of the Isle's guardian spirit.
My island doesn't have that.
You come across an open-air stall. A sign reads, "Goods bought here." As you peer into the stall, its proprietress calls out to you. This is an exchange shop. We'll pay good money for whatever you have.
Oh, I have like nothing.
But this determines the price, she continues, revealing the die in her hand.
I have nothing to sell though. I mean, I guess I could make some money on some stuff, but like, I can sell it for the gold nuggets, the best thing I can sell. That's all I have. I have nothing else to sell. Because I don't have any equipment or anything else extra.
It seems she's finished buying for the day. The proprietress begins closing up shop, and you go on your way.
Is it raining? It's raining. Mountains? Okay. Ah.
You spy a parcel on the roadside. As you pick it up, you are enveloped in a wonderful aroma.
Are we gonna get kidnapped?
Inspecting the parcel, you read its intended destination was Coveton. You know not its contents, but will you complete its delivery?
Sure.
You decide to deliver it on your way and tuck the parcel into your bag.
I mean, I'm on my way anyways to the town. Oh, come on, I want to see what's around the
A monster
corner.
appears. Its nose is twitching as it sniffs the air, its gaze fixed on your bag.
Oh gosh.
The aroma from the parcel you're carrying must have drawn it near. You'll have no choice but to fight it off.
I kind of love that. That's so awesome. Oh, that's great.
Fight him off.
Fight him off. Goodness. Bye. We're gonna be like, what's in this bag? Oh, I wonder what a speedrun of this game looks like. Okay, not this game, sorry. The first Voice of Cards, because I already know the plot. I would love to like look up a video of that. Especially because like I know that one has multiple characters, party members, and some are better than others in terms of like buffing and whatnot. And that game has a level cap, so like you could potentially just like beat the game at like level 10 or something. Oh, I'd love to see.
You should deliver the parcel to Coveton before it draws any other monsters.
Okay, I want to see what's around this corner. Come on. Woo! Treasure chest found. 500 gold. Heck yeah. I'm guessing it's right here. I'm gonna get to town and then I'm gonna see maybe if that's where the parcel goes, and if not, that we'll start wrapping up once we get to town. Because that'll probably be a good time. We finished our half hour from Saribot. So we could do like 15 more minutes, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go make dinner and then get some work done before I go to bed. I will say, can she heal? No, she doesn't heal. Oh, she does. I was gonna say, it feels like it's easier to stream a short period of time in the morning, because once I'm in the evening, like now, I'm like, oh, let's just keep going, let's just keep going, let's just keep going. Whereas like when it's daytime, I'm like, no, I know that I have work I gotta get done. So I just have like a different mindset. What is down here? I didn't see this until just now. What is down here? A cave! Okay. Resist the allure of the unknown cave, Lancetti. I know it's hard. I don't know if this is the right way to the town. The cave's not the town, right? Like that'd be logical. The cave's not the town, right? Because towns have town icons on them. I'm so gonna look up what a speedrun of the Isle Dragon Roar looks like. I'm so curious now. Because I'm kind of at the point where I'm enjoying my Kingdom Hearts speedrun practice, but okay. Especially with how annoying Reiku is, I kind of wouldn't mind trying this. Oh, wait. Aha! That was so easy.
So hot, you grumble, as you use your shirt to fan yourself. Wondering how Laddie is holding up, you turn and see her squeezing a blue ball of fluff tightly. She begins to rub her cheek against it. From the elated look in her eyes, you can only guess how cooling it must feel. But the sight sends shivers down your spine. Laddie, that's a monster, you shout, readying your weapon.
Oh no! She's just like, it's cold, let me hug it. Boss fight! Happenstance cards will trigger each turn of battle.
What you got.
Decrease water damage dealt to all allies and enemies by 2. Happenstances can sometimes occur during battle. You can see their effect by pressing triangle. Got it. I know it doesn't say triangle, but that's the easiest way to map that button in my brain. Oh, heck yeah, crit! Inflict attack down. Just in case. No! You suck! 5, 7, 8, so it should be 8? 2, 2. 4 and 2, 2. Oh, I get it. So that was 8. And then, like, because it critted, it did more. Okay, interesting. Add a 2 to all allies' defense. Heck yeah. Well, you're just a poor little whippersnapper, aren't you? That's so satisfying to see. That was the fight for the ages. I feel like that took a while for Baron to level up. Alright, are we ready to proceed? Let me save really quick. Oh, that's cute. That was called intermission. That's nice. Enter, yes. Okay, we're gonna enter town, and then we're basically gonna wrap up because I want dinner.
The village floats in the center of a cove. The gentle lapping of waves fills the air. Coveton seems like a peaceful place, far removed from conflict. As you enter the village, you're greeted by an unusual sight. A paper doll flitters about like a bird above a man's hand.
What do you say to the man? How's the doll moving?
The man sees your curious gazes and explains that he animates it with a magic charm. He claims that all the villagers use such spells to enrich their lives. At your straightforward question, the man appears to be at a loss for words.
Is there a shrine maiden in this village?
Where could she... Though the maiden isn't here now, you know for certain that one lives in the village. You thank the man, then resume your search for the maiden.
Ask the villagers for her whereabouts. Got it. Okay, she's already revealed, so let's talk to her really quick.
Having arrived in Coveton, a woman asks you, "Are you the postman?" You shake your head no. She says she's been waiting forever at the village entrance for a delivery. Her eyes light up when you show her the parcel you picked up. That's what I've been waiting for. It seems the parcel contained an exotic perfume she ordered. But the scent of this perfume attracts monsters. Is it really safe to hand it over to her?
She wants it.
You hand her the parcel, explaining how
Oh, good.
dangerous this perfume is. But she is too overjoyed to notice your words.
Cool, she's gonna die.
While dancing a jig in celebration of her long-awaited perfume, she hands you a gratuity for carrying it all this way.
I mean, if she dies, it's kind of her fault, isn't it?
The village gets so lively when the maiden is here, the man mutters, his brow furrowed with worry.
Okay.
The old woman stares intently into a crystal ball. "Not ready to show me, are you?" she mumbles at it. She tells you she first used magic when she divined who she would marry, nigh on 50 years ago. You can't help but admire her dedication to the craft.
I like that. That's cute. Okay, Okay, we're gonna go to, I think this is this is an item shop, like an accessory shop. I think it's the blue one. +6. Why do my weapons have -2s on them? That seems rude. I'm a spear user. Interesting, because in my narration they say I have a sword. Okay. 8,000! You suck. Okay. That's not what I was looking for. I was looking for the accessory shop. So maybe that's the yellow one?
A wonderful aroma envelops the woman. It seems she orders fashionable perfumes from the innkeeper's eyes light up in surprise and delight. Well, well, well. To what do I owe the honor of a visit from the son of the Fortune Tellers Alliance chairman, she asks.
Huh?
She clearly has you confused with someone else. But on the plus side, she is extremely happy to see you. So happy, in fact, she waives the fee for your room.
I was gonna say, like, that's not my identity, is it?
The party leaves the inn feeling rested.
Okay, I think... Did he sell rings? I don't know if he sold rings. You know your items. I don't know if he sells rings. curatives. No, these are all okay. Maybe it is and I just didn't look far enough. Because I want to see if there's, I want to see if there's another accessory we can find for Lack to wear, but I guess there's no rings for sale? Okay. Let's go ahead and grab the glaive. Okay. Wait, is this? No. This is apothecary. No, it's accessory. Okay. Okay, rings. Poison ring. Wait, can Lack not wear accessories? Oh, that's a nice one. Cost 3,000 though. I could have bought that. Forget what seal does. I feel like it's... Hi, Madlery. I feel like seal stops you from being able to use magic, but I don't remember if that's how that works in this game. I don't remember it. I don't want to spend money if I'm wrong. I've had a couple of enemies use poison already. I would love to do the Ring of Life one, but I don't have 3,000 anymore, so I'd have to get some money that I don't have, which is fine. Okay, so that means the last shop is the item shop. So this is the shrine. So
the entrance to the shrine is resplendent with seashells. The maiden must make a hobby of collecting them.
Okay, cute. So she's not there. All right, you.
The woman sighs. That maiden's gone gallivanting again today. Despite being tasked with protecting the village, it seems she has quite the infamous reputation. The man tells you the village may be renowned for its magic charms, but the tasty fish caught here aren't half bad either.
I love how they've reused assets from the previous game as much as possible. I don't remember this lady, the lady in blue, and I don't remember this guy, but like I remember vaguely this old hag was in the previous game, and I know the muscle guy was too.
Face contorted in concentration, the young boy deftly folds a piece of paper into the shape of a bird. You ask him about the maiden. I saw her at the maiden shrine, he says, as he tosses the paper bird into the air.
I was just there. You're lying, kid.
Wonder of wonders. The paper bird flaps its wings and flies about, showing you where the maiden shrine is.
I was just there. Oops, my bad. Hello?
At the heart of the shrine, you see a young woman and man discussing something in earnest. The woman's name is Fila. She is, without a doubt, the maiden shouldering the Isle's fate.
What is her weapon? Is that like a flag? Is she flag bearing?
The man's name is Hyde. He is the maiden's wise attendant.
I thought he was holding a gun. I did not think he was holding, like, train ticket looking things.
Excuse me. I need to speak with the maiden, you say, interjecting yourself into their conversation. Fila whirls to you and asks, which do you think is cuter? Though you're baffled by the sudden and unrelated question, she doesn't miss a beat and shows you a seashell in each of her hands.
Which do you think is cuter? The one on the right, the one on the left? Left.
You suppose the colors of the shell in her left hand could be considered cute and point to it. Fila's shoulders slump. I lost, she pouts at Hyde, who gives a in response. Apparently, the maiden and her attendant had wagered on which shell was cuter. You had heard about the Azure Maiden from the villagers, but now you see for yourself that she's quite the free-spirited woman. You explain to them why you've come and ask if Fila will lend you her maiden's relic. Despite knowing the circumstances, Hyde tells you that things just aren't that simple.
Why does Laddie not have an attendant? How do you get them to lend you the relic with words?
You take a deep breath and prepare to persuade them when... I'll let you borrow it if you help me find the pirate's treasure. Fila, she explains that there are rumors of pirate treasure hidden within the crystal cave southeast of the village.
That's why there's a cave! Got it.
Pirates, you murmur. You think about it for a moment, but with little other choice, you agree to help. You never change, sighs Hyde. But Fila pays him no mind as she prepares to embark on the adventure.
Fila and Hyde have joined your party. Lack is no longer eligible for battle. Oh. The maidens and attendants you'll befriend during your journey have fixed armor and weapons. You can only change their accessories. Okay. That's interesting. So they're not permanent party members. Lucky for you, there are all sorts of establishments in town to support you on your adventure. Would you care to have them explained? Nope. These establishments are here to help you, so don't be a stranger. Got it. That's super interesting because you would think Lack's abilities. I wonder if he'll eventually become a party member then. Like, again. Oh. Do we fight with 4 people? Let me see. Let me see if I can get one battle, and then we'll go ahead and end stream. Head out, yes. We'll go ahead and end stream because I know where the cave is. It's fine.
All right. Things have taken a very lively turn, haven't they?
Huge sale, yes.
He explains that everything is on sale, and he hopes you'll buy something. It seems he'll get in trouble with his boss if he brings back any goods unsold.
Well, that's nice. I don't have tons of money, sir. Oh, give me the Omnisalve. What else do you have? Curative. Give me Unsealer. Give me, I'm thinking a revive. What else do you have? Yeah, give me a revive. Oops, where'd it go? This one. Okay.
The peddler is closing up the stall to head back to his boss. See you another time, he says. You cannot shop here anymore.
Well, that's rude. Okay, let me see if I can get into a monster fight. Aha, enemy appears. There we go. Okay, so is it a 4 party? Because I vaguely remember Isle Dragon Roars was only 3.
What you got?
It's 4! Oh my god, this game is so hack. Yeah, I know. This game is so broken if I have 4 party members. Oh my goodness. I wonder if that actually makes this game harder than the first one. Bye! Does he have the curative ring by default? I'm gonna look. I want to steal it if I can. Let me see. Hello, hide. Nope, he's just got the ability to passively heal himself, I guess, at the end of combat. That's so nice. If he did have the ring, I would have totally stolen it. Okay. Alright, we're gonna just inch our way over. Whoopsies.
Okay, hold up. You have to return to your ship if you want to head out to sea.
I love that. that was so well narrated. Oh my gosh.
Hope you win.
Ooh, a goblin. Alright, last battle, end of stream. And we'll explore the cave. Well, I guess I could inch over to the cave's entrance. That way I remember, like, what I'm doing. Holy crud! Deal water damage to all enemies, deal 10 dark, and inflict deadly poison if roll is 4 or higher. Ooh. Northern Cross. Deal attack plus 5, water damage to all enemies, and inflict freeze if the roll is 6 or greater. Good lord, this person is, like, busted. They're not bad for being, like, freebies. This is the second Voice of Cards game. This is Forsaken Maiden. Mysterious Heart. Maidens and their attendants can join their powers and use link skills. If one of them is KO'd, paralyzed, frozen, or sealed, the skill is temporarily unavailable. Got it. They cost more gems than normal, so make sure you've saved up enough to use them. That sounds like a... boss skill thing. So, okay, the first difference I noticed between... So this is game number 2. This is Forsaken Maiden. The first one was Isle Dragon Roars. Isle Dragon Roars only let me have 3 party members. And this is letting me have 4. So that's new. It's reusing a lot of assets from the first game, which is totally fine. Yeah, it's a trilogy. So you know the guy who did Nier and Nier Automata, Nier Replicant games? It's the same writer-creator for them. They released all 3 games in, like, the span of 12 months. So they released Isle Dragon Roars, and then, like, 6 months later, they did Forsaken Maiden, and then, like, 4 months later, they did the 3rd game. I had to Google, actually, which game came next, because I couldn't remember. When they go on sale, they will put all 3 on sale, and they'll also sell them as a bundle. So we're not very far in the game. We are going to a cave, and I'm just about to end stream once we get there, because I have stuff I need to get done this evening. But this game is super easy to get in and out. Is it worth...
back.
I enjoy it. I like them, so they have, So the first game, the level cap is like level 30. I kind of expected that to do more. Okay. Yeah, end of stream. Well, I have to get dinner. I haven't eaten a whole lot today, but I have to get dinner. But so like if you like D&D, kind of, this reminds me a lot of Dungeons and Dragons kind of stuff. So the way the game works is here's my pawn character, and then I use the right joystick and I can move what card I'm highlighted on. So like these cards are flipped face down, so I don't know what they are. So I can see that there's an ocean right here, and then there's like deeper water, and then there's like rocks in the water. But I don't know what these are. So these are probably part of the island that I'm guessing I can go to at some point. But there's mountains. This is a mountain card, so I cannot walk across mountains. So if I'm like standing next to a mountain piece, I cannot cross it. So like I had these 3 mountains and I had to walk and get by it. So the way the cards work is you stand on a card and the cards adjacent will flip over. So like from where I'm standing, if I'm going towards the right, this card flips, and this card flips. One at a time. So all 3 of those cards will flip over, but like these ones won't flip over. So I've already been to the side and I've already seen what was down there. But like, I don't know what that card is. That must be important later. So I don't know why some of these are not revealed. But they have narrators and stuff. So like if I were to try to go in the ocean, the narrator will tell me no. So yelled at me before. But yeah, so like you can move one at a time, or if you've already identified the cards, you can move like this. So I can just hop over. So I hover over the card and then I press the A button and I just jump over to it. There is a demo. The voice of the cards, Isle Dragon Roars, has a demo, and the demo has a story that is isolated and different from the story of the main game. And the first game, Voice of Cards, had 3 endings. You needed to go around and collect 12 Roman numeral black cards with gold numbers on them by doing like specific quests or treasure things and stuff. And if you had all 12 when you got to the ending, you were given a 3rd option to get the true ending. And I had collected them inadvertently without trying, like just doing my natural exploration, playing the game. And again, the level cap is level 30. I don't know what the level cap is in this game, but I'm already like level 9? 8. I'm level 8. The game did tell me that the girl in the blue dress and the guy in black next to her, that's Philia and that's Hyde, and they are temporary party members. So their level and stuff will go up, but I can't change their equipment except for their rings, and they are temporary. They're only going to be here for this island. And so the way the story is so far, our character with the white puffy sleeves and blue hair, she, for some reason, is the Forsaken Maiden. The lore is that every island has a maiden to protect them, and for some reason, Lati doesn't have the power to protect our island, so our island is doomed to be destroyed, basically. But she has no voice, and she doesn't seem to have like any kind of relics. So we need to travel around to the other islands and ask the other maidens if they'll let us use their relics. And once we get the relics, then Lati can take the test to become a maiden. And then combat comes up and brings this board.
And fight.
So some combat requires, you can see on the left there's a box with gems inside of it. So some attacks require gems to be used and some don't. So like charge, I can generate a gem. I can do blizzard, which will deal attack plus 4 water damage to all enemies at the cost of 3. I only have 3 right now, so like that's a lot. So combat is kind of like Final Fantasy turn-based, but it's got dice stuff in there. Let's... All enemies... That doesn't say all enemies, that just says fatal. Okay, I was gonna say, did you miss? I was gonna be really mad. But yeah, they have HP stats, attack stats, and defense stats. Slay the Spire. I should look that up. Treasure! Okay, I have not gotten a treasure in this game yet. Let's go with the right one. Could've gotten an Omni Salve! Darn it. Wish it didn't show me what I missed. What I missed out on. Okay, so like there, I cannot walk on mountains. It says no. So I have to inch my way down. It's a very cute, like, holistic game. It's not, even the story for the first one, I don't want to say the story is mediocre. It's satisfying.
Magnificent.
Because the gameplay is short. Does that make sense? Like, it's not trying to be a Persona game that lasts like 80 hours. It is, you're in and out, you enjoy your story, it's digestible, you know? I love it. I thoroughly enjoy it. Definitely do the demo and see if you like the demo. If you don't like the gameplay, the biggest thing is that you kind of need to you have to be patient a little bit with the animations. So like the combat just ended and it looked like I was able to move my cursor as soon as combat ends, but you can't until the bottom 2 cards in the bottom right corner, until those 2 appear. There's a little bit of like a loading delay for them to appear. Alright, we're gonna do the cave. Adventurers are advised to be at least level 3. I think I'm fine. Okay, so let's do this enemy and then I'll show you that like you can't move right away, if that makes sense. I don't know how many aisles there are. It sounds like there's going to be 5 aisles total, so I'm going to talk to, it sounds like 4 other maidens. It sounds like. Critical hit. You're out of here. Like, I can't explain it. It's cozy. It's a cozy game. So see, like I can't move. I'm trying to move and I can't move until those 2 cards appeared. So I'll show you really quick. You have your setup where you have skills, equipment, and party. And then you get owned cards where you have your items, your equipment, your key items get to go. And then you have collection. So if I go to collection, you can see that like I haven't unlocked what other cards are. So like once you've seen them or purchased them from the store, they'll be identified here. But that's also the same thing for like characters. So like I can go to him and every card has a front and a back story. So like here's Lack. He's this puppet that works with Laddie that was inside her shrine. And if I press A to flip him over, I can't. The back side of his card is not available yet. But I can also press X and I can inspect the card. So I can like zoom in. And I can move left and right. And apparently I can rotate. Whee! So like if you want to see what their, let's say, costumes, right? You can see that. But like I can't flip over his either. That story is locked. But if I go over to was that? It was somewhere over here. If I go over to like this girl, plain girl, it has every single character more or less has a small little story attached to them. So her story is here, and then it's flipped over. So her story continues. So it starts off, she grew her hair out, though her mother said it looked best short. She wore platform shoes, though her father said they were dangerous. She longs to be all grown up. Why, you ask? Because her parents are no longer in this world to tell her otherwise. She detests her own weakness and just wants to be an adult already. Her parents told her what to do, and now they're dead, so now she just does whatever the hell she wants because they're dead. Yeah. It's interesting kind of stuff. But also, like, you can see you have a monster bestiary. So, like, I can see my little puffballs. So they say what they are. Adorable and carefree though they appear, these beloved creatures have a staggering number of natural predators that keep them locked in a fierce fight for survival. And then once you kill enough of them, you get their backstory. They are, however, exceedingly difficult to digest. Should they be eaten, they can gnaw their way out of a predator's stomach. Like, they had fun with this game. The people who did this had fun with this game. So, like, I'm pretty sure I don't have the flip story for the skeleton yet. Yeah, I don't. So you have to kill enough of them to get their flip sides and stuff like that. Again, I'm satisfied. I like the game. I think it's well done for what it is. It doesn't try to be anything else than what it is, you know? But I totally recommend the demo. Totally. Absolutely. All right. Let me go over and I'll show you really quickly. How do I do this? R title. Whee! Okay. So there is, okay. So Isle Dragon Roars is the first one. The Isle Dragon Roars is the first one and the one that has the demo. And then the Forsaken Maiden is the second one. And then the Beasts of Burden is the third one. And the interesting thing that I kind of think that they're meant to be within the same planet, if not the same timeline. Because if you look at each of them, they have in their artwork, a character card has like a Roman numeral at the top center of it. And like Isle Dragon Roars, I think was 9. It was either 9 or it was 8. And then Forsaken Maidens is 4. I don't remember what Beast of Burden is, but like I would love to see if they're like connected like that. It might be a different timeline. I know that like the Isle Dragon Roar doesn't have anything attached to the idea that island maidens are there to protect the island, because like that's just not part of its lore. I'm excited for the direct. I am excited in the fact of like if there's a game release, but like not really anything else, if that makes sense. Just because like the direct that we just had didn't have a lot of games that I was interested in. They had a new AI Somnium Files, which I don't know why Date was in the body that we saw literally have his head blown up at the end of the first game. So like, why is Date in the murderer's body again? I don't know. Because like Date should not have been in the murderer's body for that long. I think he was only in it for like, what was it, like 8 months or something? It was a very short time period that he was in the murderer's body. From what I remember anyways. So, all right. So I don't know why. And like the other thing that kind of bugged me is if you hadn't played the first game, the fact that there was a machine that like would turn your soul from one body to the next soul, that scene is shown, that machine is shown in the trailer for the third game that they played during the direct. I'm like, oh, that's kind of a spoiler. Like, if you didn't know that machine exists for like soul swapping, because that was supposed to be part of the reveal, was that there was soul swapping happening. Yeah. Cause like there was something weird with her telling us stuff of like medication and amounts and stuff, but like, yeah, I know what it is, but like, I feel like that potentially might have been a spoiler for anyone who hadn't played the first game. We need to play the second game at some point. I'm not quite sure when we're going to get to that, but hopefully soon. Okay, I'm gonna head off, go get dinner, all those lovely things. I plan to hopefully do a stream early tomorrow morning. I don't know if we'll do Genshin or if we'll do more Voice of Cards. I haven't quite decided yet, but I think if we do like another hour or so to wake up, that would work. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. What is my flower emote called? I thought it was called flower. What's it called? Oh, it's called gift. My bad. There we go. Ta-da! Okay, bye!